And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown time! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like we saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Statement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
With no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense trying to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
Oh, I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes his connection. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Well, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. First down to start the drive after the break.
Here we go. Flex.
He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And the quick shuffle pass.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Green 25. Reload.
They move the tight end all over.
Go. Roll it. Ready.
They'll try the right side. Smashes through. They get him down. Tom Juan picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line. Go out and really try and establish their dominance, their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Wide receiver shows motion. Right back to the well. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. He's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
29 Philly. Cut it. Yankee blue.
The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Black 24. Black 24.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid proof. And they'll push that one down a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Fires in the trap and picked off. Touchdown, Alabama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Avant. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's inside the 15. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He finds his man. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Floating away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Extending the play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's time.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the field goal unit. He got it. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to pass it. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Dances away from one. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? On the option. The pitch. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on down.
That's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Will come from their own 32. Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Going up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Keeps the legs moving. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh. They're hurting this defense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They try to get it outside on the left. Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against teams with defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Finds his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score now down 34, USC 16.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point of the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Razor. Here we go.
Snap it to the back. Puts him in the spin cycle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Touchdown, Bama! And the following has started. They tackle the more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start the season. Everything gone right. So that's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's A-Van. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
You just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep pass.
Gonna take a shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the deck.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the explanation for 4th quarter. I got to lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT almost put this one over.